Hi guys, it's Johnny. I'm back on Space Marine 2 and today we're taking a look at this Stalker bolt rifle. Now this got some pretty good buffs in the recent 9.0 patch and you can make some pretty crazy builds with it now. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So first off, you want to be using the firepower version. You see we've got the 12 plus for firepower there, and you'll also notice it's got the headshot damage multiplier of 2.3 now. So here's how we're going to spec it out. I'm not going to spend too long on this. If you want to check out the full details of each perk, you can just pause the video. Basically, I'm getting as many headshot damage perks as possible, and ending on this one, which is pretty important. Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This is pretty huge for the tactical class, because they're not quite as tanky as other classes, so this is really useful for just survivability. And as for your secondary or melee weapons, it's whatever you feel most comfortable with, really. But at the moment, I like to use the rate of fire variant of the plasma pistol with the following perk setup. Again, you can just pause the video if you want to check that out and copy the build, but I've tried to get as many bonuses to ammo as possible. And then I use the fencing variant of the chainsword with the following perks. Again, pause the video. But that's a nice fast build, chaining the light combos to get lots of DPS out of that. So with all those perks, you'll now be putting out an insane amount of headshot damage. So now we'll take a look at the class perks and how best to build your class to synergize with your weapon perks. So first off, we take balanced distribution, because that gives your primary weapon 10% more damage. You then want heightened vigor. This is just a must-have really, because it helps with the survivability of the tactical class. Stops you losing control upon taking heavy hits, and you can't be knocked back for 10 seconds after doing a perfect parry, block or dodge. And this is the big one here, we definitely want this. Emperor's Vengeance. So killing a Majoris level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine, and the cooldown's 30 seconds. So this is essentially your infinite ammo perk. Ammo economy with this class is really important. You don't get an awful lot of ammo with the Stalker rifle, but with this perk, every 30 seconds you're getting a magazine back, which is huge, so absolutely take this. And for the team perk, it's got to be aligned aim. There's no other choice really. Range damage increases by 15% for all squad members, including you. Then I take vital data. Scanning an extremist or terminus level enemy restores Auspex scans charge by 50%. Precise calibration. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 75% damage, but the range is reduced by 25%. It's really useful, especially for bosses. With this and the headshots you'll be getting, you'll just be deleting bosses. This next perk just helps with that as well. Concentrated fire, Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 120% damage, but they do lose the mark if they leave the scanned area. I like to use this, you might prefer a different perk. I find this particularly useful against things like neurothropes that aren't going to be moving around too much, and again, you will just delete them in seconds. It's frankly ridiculous. And then for the signature perk, Radiating Impact, melee finisher additionally deals significant area of effect damage at 10 meter radius, cooldown is 90 seconds. And then of course you've got your prestige level perks. The absolute must have is Acuity, because each consecutive headshot increases the headshot damage by 3% up to 15%, and the bonus lasts for 5 seconds from your last headshot, which is a pretty forgiving window if you miss a shot, to be honest. 5 seconds is quite a long time. And just stacking the headshot damage on top of what you've already got with your perks and so on, it's just what makes this build so good. The other 3 prestige perks that you want really are Skill Supplier, because that gives you 15% extra ammo, Resilience to give you 40% more health when you use stims, and Fortitude, because that just increases your base health by 15% as well. Anything to increase your health with the tactical class is always good, because you often find you end up in the thick of it and you're just not tanky enough, so this really helps with that. Okay, so that's the Stalker rifle build. Ridiculous levels of headshot damage, practically infinite ammo. You'll be dropping warriors, rubric marines like they're nothing, deleting bosses, carnifexes, hell brutes, neurothropes, whatever. They don't stand a chance. Hope you have fun with this build, hope this helped. The rest of the video is just gameplay with the Stalker rifle, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you enjoyed the video, drop me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Take it easy, I'll catch you next time.
Suspects engaged. Reloading. Viking hounds from the side.
Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's beam.
You heard the Magos brothers. Rally at the lift platform. Exterminate.
Astartes, I have summoned the transport lift at the request of Marcus Gallia. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound. Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Reloading. Exterminate. Changing magazine. Are you ready? Signals counter. It was not here.
This information should prove valuable to the Imperium. Well done.
Zoanthrope, beware its mind veil. You severed the Zoanthrope's connection to the hull. Now, fire form eliminated. We are victorious over the Xenos. Swapping magazine. Activating all specs advanced. Spectator Scarab terminated. To the high priority enemy front. Our chapter.
Excellent.